All right, shalom, shalom, peace, Israel. This brother Zaquan from Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chaha Kodash. That by honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach you real well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. All right, coming at you with another lesson, a quick lesson today, man. It says, a nuclear war simulation shows the devastation we could face if one country pulls the trigger. All right. As you know, you're hearing about the war, America, America and Russia, Russia, Ukraine, talks of World War III is going on, you know. Behold, the second war is past. Second war is past, and behold, the third war cometh quickly. But I'm grabbing this. It says, a linguist and political activist, Noam Chomsky, once wrote that there are two problems for our species. It says survival, nuclear war, and environmental catastrophe, and we're hurtling towards them knowingly. It says, in a bid to highlight the errors of our ways and the sheer devastation that would ensue from nuclear war, computer scientist Christopher Minson created a tool that simulates the impact of a nuclear attack on the U.S. As you see right here, man, it's look like fighter jets flying away from a mushroom cloud. A nuke dropped in the back. They're just going to show you the power of this nuke, man. Imagine walking outside your door, looking upon a city, and this is your view. Take this into consideration because this will be a lot of people's view in the days to come. Go ahead and grab this. Revelation 9:16, it says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. It says the army of the horsemen, nukes are likened unto horses the way they run. I'm going to grab that next. But the scriptures say, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them, 200,000 is 200 million. Okay, you can do the math. It's 200 million. And I heard the number of them, all right? 200 million nukes are going to destroy Babylon, Babylon, a.k.a. America and the Bible. As you see right here, that fire is running up and down the walls, the fire's going to break in as a thief, It's going to run to and fro on the walls, man. You're not going to be able to escape. It says, then we're going to grab this. Joel 2:4 says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses. And as horsemen, so shall they run. If you ever see a missile, in the sky, the way there's fire on the front of it, and the way the smoke looks and the fire coming out of the tail of the nuke, it looks like a horse running, like a horse's tail in the wind. The nuke looks exactly like a horse running, literally. It says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Horses don't bump into each other. They all run in a straight line, and they go where they have to go. Basically saying these nukes are going to hit their mark. These nukes are going to go in a straight line wherever they're meant to be hit. Wherever the mark is set for the nukes to hit, the nukes are going to hit that same exact mark and that destination. They're going to run like horses, and Babylon just stinks. The American people, they just think that they're in such a pretty case. It says a nuclear war and environmental catastrophe, and we're hurling towards them knowingly. Okay, so we're knowingly going towards World War III, a nuclear catastrophe, which means there are going to be millions and millions and millions of casualties. Okay, if you're still standing on the shores of America, aka Mystery Babylon the Great in the Bible, okay, without Yahweh Shemi Shai on your side, you will melt here. You will literally feel your skin evaporate off your body, the meat on your bones sizzle up, and you will actually feel your bone marrow boiling, man. That's the power that we serve. The Lord is coming to do that, man. Lord is coming to make a lot of you people feel your bone marrow boil, man. It says, and everybody's always saying, Babylon is not going to get hit. America's not going to get touched. This one Edomite I works with, you can ask him how he doing any time of the day. He says, good. I woke up in America. How about you? So these people are living in a facade. They live in a Barbie's dream house life, man. Joel 3:10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. This is the point. It says, let the weak say I am strong. And the weak is going into those other nations. When America first dropped the nuke on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the whole world was in fear. You know, this devil dropped a bomb on civilians. Not even army people, none of that. Straight civilians, women, children, men, you know, pregnant women, everything. This man dropped a bomb. So that all the nations, you know, they sat back like, man, this man is the devil. You know, you got the power here right now. You got it, you know, no smoke. But it says, let the weak say, I am strong. You know, Russia's arming these other nations, you know, with nukes, with missiles, firepowers, you know. This war is going to be like nothing else, man. It's going to be drones out here, Terminator dog, you know. But all we know of Putin is supplying other nations with nukes, but who knows, man? Putin could have been supplying other nations with nukes, you know, drones, the whole nine. You know, this is going to be like a war like never before. We're coming into a time like never before. It says, let the weak say, I am strong. All these other nations, they're all going to turn against Babylon and shoot the nukes over here, man. The weak nations who nobody thought would even have a rocket, even the smallest country gonna have one giant nuke. The country could be small as ever. They gonna have them a nuke though. Let the weak say, I am strong. All right, we're gonna grab this. You know, going into the weak, man. Jeremiah 50:14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow. All ye that bend the bow. A nuke is likened unto a bow also. Like an arrow, you know, like a spear. It says, all ye that bend the bow. So everybody that has a nuke, you know, you got a silo. You know how if you have a bow and arrow, you know, and you have the wire on the back of the bow, you know, that's where your power is at. You know, that the delivery system, basically. It says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. You know, and if you ever shot a bow and arrow, you know, you pull the string back, you release it, and that thing just, it gets gone. You know, it says, all ye that bend the bow, if you bend your bow back and you shoot, everybody with a nuke, it says, shoot at her, spare no arrows. So let all of the nukes go. You know, the nukes are going to run like horses. It says, for she hath sinned against the Lord. You know, the Babylon's sin have reached unto heavens. You know, it says, spare no arrows. America will be hit with 200 million thermonuclear missiles. It says, shout against her round about. She have given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her as she have done unto her. All right. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. This man dropped a bomb on civilians, man. And all wickedness of this world springs from here. America, Babylon. Mystery Babylon the Great. You know, women from other countries come over here to, you know, have some type of freedom, you know, as they would say, you know, or rights, you know. And all of that's about to get cut. Everything. The walls of this place are about to be thrown down. You know. It says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. Not one nuke is gonna miss. And if a nuke doesn't get shot off, you best believe another nuke gonna hit where that nuke is at and explode that nuke in the ground. You know. Yeah, there's no escaping the judgment of the Lord. But, you know, Lord willing, we hit the nail on the head, man. Babylon, a.k.a. America the Great, will be shot down and burned with 200 thermonuclear missiles, ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right? But with that, I'd like to give our glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachachai, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, teacher real well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful let scattered abroad. Till next time, I do say shalom and a Bible ball soon.